Along with another fight predictions video. This is Kell Brook versus Frankie Gavin. So a couple of weeks ago, Kell Brook successfully defended his IBF welterweight title against Jojo Dan. I did a review about that as well as on my channel, one of my most recent videos. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But yeah, so he successfully defended his IBF welterweight title, as I said, and as a American potential fight fell through due to lack of negotiations or either both parties not wanting the fight, Kell Brook is now scheduled to face Frankie Gavin on May 30th. My prediction for this fight is Kell Brook should easily win this fight. No disrespect to Frankie Gavin, I've seen him fight a couple of times. He fought in November, I think that was against, I can't remember who that was, but I watched him in that. It was on the Chris Eubank Jr. Billy Joe Saunders fight. He fought on the undercard of the Tyson Fury David Chisora 2 undercard, and he struggled in that fight in some parts, but he got the win, but it wasn't very impressive. But I know a little bit about Frankie Gavin's background. He was a former world amateur champion, but a few years back he had some problems. I think he had a lack of inactivity in the ring, back and forth. Wasn't fighting consistently, but now he's obviously back. He's fighting regular. I don't know how he deserves the world title shot, because from my knowledge he was still on the British and like Commonwealth European title still, that level. I don't know how from the fights he's been getting, unless he's been fighting in the world title eliminators, which I don't think he's been doing lately. And the fight that I watched him in November, sorry, I can't remember his opponent's name, but that wasn't a world title eliminator, because obviously I checked, and people who do know Frankie Gavin know that he hasn't been in any world title eliminators yet, or like recently. So I don't know how he's got his world title shot. I think it's more like stay busy fight, because Jojo Dan got a ridiculously high rating from the IBF, and Kell Brook defended his belt for no one contender, which was Jojo Dan. I think they've kind of allowed him to have like a stay busy sort of like fight for the middle of the year, and then fight some of the likes of Amir Khan, Keith Thurman, some of the other bigger names in the welterweight division. But as the Kell Brook, they're both British fighters, but I've seen more Kell Brook, and I favour Kell Brook massively more in this fight. He's quicker, he's stronger, he's faster. Sorry, faster and quicker is the same thing. Yeah, he's got better ring ability. Yeah, he's had more fights and he's got more experience against a better opposition. So I think Kell Brook wins this fight easily. Could be by knockout or decision. I probably would go for unanimous decision for Kell Brook. As Frankie Gavin, I think he got knocked out in his one, because he has lost before. I think he'd been knocked out in his only loss, but then again it could have been by decision loss. But Frankie Gavin is quite tough. I've seen him a couple of times. Like I said, in November last year, he took some quite big shots there as well. So he can take a good shot, and Kell Brook does have good power in his weight class. But I don't think he'll knock him out. I think he'll knock him down maybe once or twice, but I think Gavin's got a good enough chin and determination, as is for a world title, to finish the fight obviously on his feet. But after this fight, Kell Brook, after he defends his belt for a second time, I think he should go up for the likes of Keith Thurman and Amir Khan, really push for those fights. Tim Bradley, if Tim Bradley's still around in the welterweight division at that time, because Kell Brook's the champion and you want to fight the best and state your claim as one of the best fighters in your weight class. A good example, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, two best fighters obviously in their weight class, find each other. So it happens quite frequently, and I do think Kell Brook, the fighter he is and the way that I've heard him speak a number of times, he wants to be obviously the best in his weight class, and fighting the likes of Jojo Dan and Frankie Gavin isn't the way. But I think if he gets through this fight quite comfortably, which he should do, he can fight like, as I said, Tim Bradley, Keith Thurman's, Amir Khan's, and really elevate his name in the welterweight division and in America and obviously around the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.